So, how are we all doing? You are thinking of becoming a Max Tune dealer and you're unsure of what tool to use. So we're going to go through the New Genius today. I'm going to just talk about it a little bit so you can get a good idea of what you can expect and what's going to happen. So this is the device itself, okay? So now you may have seen Kess and K-Tag. Well, Dimsport were the originals. Alien Tech, who's the company that makes Kess and K-Tag, they bought the hardware and then they bought the software off of Dimsport to use. Just recently, they've gone their own separate way and they've made it worse. So we do not offer Kess or K-Tags. We will accept files from Kess and K-Tags, but we do not sell them, don't like them, not interested. So that's that one solved. Genius is fully standalone when you read and write to the car, which is so important, especially if you've got a computer involved in the mix. You've always got another element that can go wrong. Windows is not always the most stable thing in the world, especially with their updates, so on and so forth. So the least you've got in the middle of the file and the ECU, the better. And the Genius does this perfectly. The screen itself is where you input the data, so you'll select the car, it will find the right protocol, and then you read the software. So you read the software for the car, you put it on the device. The only time you need a computer is when you take this Genius to a computer to get the software off of the Genius and upload it to us, okay? The rest of the time, especially when it's writing, it takes its power from the OBDII port and it has all of the protocols and all of the software on it. It does not need a computer to run, and that is ideal. Now, it will do a lot of cars. And I mean a lot of cars. There will be a link to the list where you can find out what cars it does and doesn't do in the description. So you can go and check that out. But this will do a lot of cars. It will not do absolutely everything, as no tool can do everything. Every tool has its strong points and its bad points, and its coverage is always going to be limited. But with this, you can only go through the OBDII port. However, this is almost half the price of everything else. This is £1,750, which if you tune 4 cars of £400, you've almost got your money back. 4 cars and you got your money back, and then you're in profit. We can do lease options on these, 3 or 5 year lease options. That's through a company called Kennett Leasing, and we have a couple of other finance companies that we can use as well. It's all subject to your credit rating, but this works out, over 5 years, it's about 35 quid a month, something like that, which is nothing. So this gets updated very regularly. Dimsport bang on with the new protocols. So this will do you like brand new BMWs. This will do pretty new Volkswagen Audi Group stuff. This will do all the Mercs. This will do loads. As I say, check out in the description if you're unsure and you want to see what tools they are. I would say this is probably your first remapping tool to get. Other stuff, they are awesome. Don't get me wrong, they are awesome, and they're getting better. But for the most coverage, for the least amount of money spent, this is the one, and this is stable. As I say, there's no computer in the mix. It is awesome. Alien Tech, Auto Tuner, CMD, they all need an internet connection. Let's say you haven't got one because you're out, I don't know, at a customer's house, say for example, you're doing it mobile. You haven't got an internet connection. You ain't writing anything, mate. With this, because you do not need an internet connection during the reading and writing process, you are always going to be able to write this file. So yeah, that's Genius. If you want to become one of our authorized dealers, check out the authorized dealer page. There is so much information on there about what happens, what you can expect, what we'll do for you, and how we'll help you. So yeah, become one of our dealers and take your tuning industry to the max.